Welcome to the Soul Rest, a quiet place where you can breathe, slow down, and reconnect with yourself. If you found your way here today, maybe it's not by accident. Maybe there's something in your heart that feels heavy, something you've been carrying silently. And if that's true, you're not alone. Before we begin, take a gentle moment to support this space by subscribing to the Soul Rest and allowing these moments of calm and reflection to continue reaching you and others who may need it. Now, find a comfortable position. Let your shoulders soften. Take a slow, deep breath in and gently exhale. Today's reflection is called "The Day Everything Changed Forever." There is always a day that does not look special when it begins, a day that arrives like any other, quiet, ordinary, almost forgettable, the kind of day where the sky stretches wide and indifferent above you, and nothing in the air suggests that your life is about to divide itself into before and after. You wake up that morning unaware. You brush your teeth. You check your phone. You move through your routine as if time is a straight line, as if nothing could bend it. But somewhere, hidden in the hours ahead, something is already waiting. And when it comes, it doesn't ask for permission. Maybe it was a phone call, the kind that makes your heart drop before you even answer, the kind where silence speaks louder than words. Or maybe it was a moment, a sentence, a glance, a door closing, a goodbye you didn't know was final, a truth you weren't ready to hear, a loss you couldn't prepare for. There are days that change everything loudly, with chaos, with noise, with undeniable force. But there are also days that change everything quietly, so quietly that you don't even realize it at first, until later, much later. You remember the details differently after, the way the light fell across the room, the exact tone of someone's voice, the way your chest tightened before you understood why. It's strange how memory works like that, as if your soul knew, even when your mind did not, as if something deep within you whispered, "Pay attention, this moment matters." And then it happens, whatever it is, and suddenly, the world feels unfamiliar. The same streets look different. The same people feel distant. Even your own reflection seems like a stranger, because something inside you has shifted irreversibly. No one really prepares you for that kind of change. They tell you about growth. They talk about healing. They speak of moving on as if it's a destination you can simply reach. But they don't tell you about the in-between, the quiet, aching space where nothing feels stable, where you are no longer who you were, but not yet who you will become. That space can feel endless. It can feel lonely. It can feel like you are floating without direction, without meaning, without ground beneath your feet. And maybe in that space, you begin to ask questions. Questions that don't have easy answers. Why did this happen? Why me? What now? Sometimes the questions echo louder than the answers ever could. Sometimes the silence that follows is heavier than the pain itself. But here is something gentle, something quiet, something true. That day, the one that changed everything, did not only take something from you, it also revealed something within you, not immediately, not in a way that feels comforting or clear, but slowly, almost invisibly. Because when everything changes, you are forced to meet parts of yourself you may have never known before, the part of you that endures, the part of you that breaks and still continues breathing, the part of you that carries grief without collapsing under its weight. You don't become stronger in a loud, dramatic way. You become stronger in the quiet ways, in the way you get out of bed, even when your heart feels heavy, in the way you keep going, even when you don't understand where you're going, in the way you allow yourself to feel instead of running away from the pain. That is strength, not perfection, not constant happiness, but presence. Because after that day, you begin to understand something deeper about life. You begin to understand that nothing is truly permanent, not the good, not the bad, not even the versions of yourself you once believed were fixed. And that realization can be terrifying, but it can also be freeing. Because if everything can change, then healing is possible too. Not in a way that erases the past, not in a way that pretends the pain never existed, but in a way that allows you to carry it differently. You don't get over what changed you. You learn how to live with it. You learn how to make space for it without letting it consume you. Some days it will still hurt. Some days the memory will return with a sharpness that surprises you, and that's okay. That doesn't mean you failed. That doesn't mean you haven't healed. It means you are human. Healing is not a straight line. It is a quiet unfolding, a slow, gentle process of becoming. And maybe one day, you will look back at that day, the one that changed everything, and instead of only feeling pain, you will also feel something else. Understanding, not because you agree with what happened, not because it was fair, but because you can see how it shaped you, how it deepened your empathy, how it softened your heart, how it taught you to appreciate things you once overlooked. The way sunlight feels on your skin, the sound of laughter, the presence of someone you love. Sometimes it is through loss that we learn how to truly see. And maybe, just maybe, that day was not only an ending, maybe it was also a beginning. A beginning you didn't choose, a path you didn't ask for, but one that slowly, quietly leads you back to yourself. Not the old version of you, but a new one, a deeper one, a more compassionate one, someone who understands that life is fragile, that time is precious, that love matters, and in that understanding, there is a kind of peace, not the kind that comes from everything being perfect, but the kind that comes from accepting that life is imperfect and still choosing to live it fully. So if you are still in that in-between space, if you are still carrying the weight of that day, if you are still trying to understand what it all means, be gentle with yourself. You are not behind. You are not broken. You are becoming. And even though that day changed everything, it did not take away your ability to heal. It did not take away your capacity to feel joy again. It did not take away your worth. You are still here, and that matters. So take a breath, slowly, gently. Let yourself rest. Let yourself feel. Let yourself exist without needing to have all the answers. Because healing does not demand perfection. It only asks for patience. And maybe today, you don't need to understand everything. Maybe today, it is enough to simply keep going, one breath at a time, one moment at a time, one quiet step forward. And in those small steps, in those quiet moments, you will find your way again, not back to who you were, but forward to who you are becoming. And that is where your story continues. And if today's reflection stayed with you, if it helped you feel even a little less alone, I invite you to stay connected with the Soul Rest. Subscribe to the channel so whenever your heart feels heavy, you have a place to return to, a quiet space that understands you. You can also share this with someone who might be going through their own silent storm, because sometimes healing begins not with answers, but with being seen. Thank you for being here. Thank you for allowing yourself to feel. And until next time, be gentle with your soul.